Most folks only go through a roof replacement once, maybe twice in their lifetime. We have what's called a pre-install checklist that our site supervisor does before we begin work. So some of those things that we do to prepare is to set up our catch-alls. Our catch-alls are basically tarps that are leaned up on the side of the house, and that allows for any debris that falls over the roof to be caught and moved away from the landscaping, the sidewalks, paver patios, and things like that. So any patio furniture or things of that nature are going to be pulled out into the yard and set aside. Now it's time to tear the roof off. That process begins on the ridge, the top of the roof. The crew is going to use basically a shovel. Now it's a very specific type of shovel, and it has teeth on the end that we can use not only to scrape the shingles off, but also to pop nails off that are still left behind. So behind me is a great example of what we do after we've prepped the decking. Up about 6 feet is all black. That's what we call ice and water shield. And then above that, you'll see it's also black, but it's got some logos printed on it. And that's synthetic felt, which is another underlayment. Before installing the ice and water shield, you need to install the drip edge. Now, drip edge has 2 different types, and at the eave is a type called gutter apron. Ice and water shield actually overlaps on top of that gutter apron to create a watertight seal. That way, if any moisture gets underneath the shingles, there's a layer of protection between your interior space, your roof deck, and the shingles themselves. Once the ice and water guard is installed, then the synthetic felt is installed from that point up the rest of the roof. After that's done, the crew can start installing shingles.